Everybody, we're out here on a beautiful morning on the Great Lakes. That hasn't always been the case recently. I recently talked about this suit, the F4 Cyclone suit, Frabill's new suit, and what an advantage it gave me at a recent Bassmaster Open tournament where I did real well. Check out some of these clips where I'm talking about this suit on a not so nice day. Where you've got a neoprene barrier to start with, which is real nice and tight. Then you cinch them down, and when you're driving your boat, you don't have to worry about rain and waves coming down in your sleeves. That's huge. This suit, down the front, you've got your barrier, you've got your fly here with another barrier inside so water doesn't go down in. But when you sit down and you're driving in a bass boat, a lot of times the water will pool up in your crotch. And the great thing about this is if it does leak a little bit in around the zipper area, it gets on this inside barrier and it runs out. There's a valve. Well, not a valve, but basically an area for the water to run down and run out the bottom of Frabill suits. You can adjust the shoulder straps to wherever you want. They don't have a real cumbersome buckle. They just have this little pull-tight deal. It cinches down. The straps are in and out of your way. And there's gussets on the side of this suit. Spots for your kill switch. But these gussets take a lot of the weight off your shoulders. The nice thing about these is it distributes the weight to your waist, where you can carry the weight of the clothes and the bibs in the water. And even if your shoulder straps aren't doing a lot of support, you can see these bibs stay where they need to be. This one has the best hood. You zip this thing up, you got a real nice, comfy, lined collar, then you tighten everything down, zip everything in. You've got 4 or 5 different adjustment points on your hood to really cinch it down. You can cinch down the top real good, and it's got a vent. I don't know how well you can see that vent, but it's got a vent system, and in this case, it's a big vent. This just came out a few years ago, and they've modified it a little bit to make it bigger and better, so that when you're driving your boat, it still sheds all the water because it's got a flap. But when the wind is pouring in here and you're going real fast in a bass boat, you don't get choked and your hood doesn't balloon up like a lot of other suits. The wind goes in and it goes out the back and it goes out the vent. I've spent 2-3 hours at a time driving bass boats across 5- and 6-foot waves out here in horrible conditions. And when I get to where I'm fishing, I'm totally dry. Never have said that about any suit I've worn up until this time. So if you spend a lot of time in conditions like these out here on these lakes, you can't see the other shore, look into an F4. It's coming out soon, and it is the best rain suit you'll ever buy. Stand by, I'll see you soon.